a high school student and martial artist, known for his incredible strength and skill. He participates in a tournament called the God of High School, where participants from various high schools compete to determine the strongest fighter. Jin Mori faces several dangerous opponents as the competition progresses and teams up with other skilled fighters. He confronts several obstacles with the help of his pals Han Daewi and Mira and unearths a bigger conspiracy involving enigmatic entities and magical abilities. The webtoon The God of High School's thrilling combat comedy and character development come to life in the anime adaptation. It provides both newbies and lovers of the original webtoon with an exciting and interesting viewing experience. The main character of The God of high school student and famous martial artist Jin Mori, is introduced to us in the first episode. The opening battle sequence of the episode has Jin Mori engaging a gang of criminals. He easily beats his opponents, showcasing his tremendous power and agility. Soon later, Jin's famed martial artist grandpa, Jin Taijin, is presented to us. The God of High School event, which is renowned for its intense competitiveness and the chance to compete against the best fighters in the nation, is something Jin Taijin urges Jin Mori to take part in. Jin Mori gladly accepts the challenge and makes his way to the tournament site, where he runs with other competitors, each of whom has a different fighting style and set of skills. Among them are Mira, a swordswoman from a well-known martial arts family, and Han Daewi, a former acquaintance of Jin Mori. Jin Mori, Han Daewi, and Mira compete against one another as the tournament's preliminary round gets underway, exhibiting their amazing talents. Each combatant uses their distinct methods and plans in the fast-paced, intense battle. The audience is left in awe by Han Daewi's thunderous kicks and Jin Mori's monkey-like quickness. US3 group Dub Nox notices Jin Mori during the preliminary round. They appear to have a specific interest. The immense stakes of the competition are established, along with the major protagonist's motivations in the first episode. It prepares Jin Mori and the others for the thrilling conflicts and difficulties that are to come. The tournament's first round is continued in the second episode, and the action picks up even more. The more challenging opponents that Jin Mori, Han Daewi, and Mira confront put their abilities and resolve to the test. The sports battle between Jin Mori and Gang Mansuke is very exciting. Despite the wrestler's enormous strength, Jin Mori can change the course of the fight because of his quickness and flexibility. He prevails and moves on to the next round thanks to his distinctive fighting technique. Han Daewi's boat with Go Games, another talented fighter, demonstrates his unwavering tenacity and keen sense of fairness. Han Daewi earns a well-deserved victory and advances to the next round of the competition thanks to his powerful kicks and unyielding resolve. A group of enemies with knives face up against Mira, the swordswoman. She successfully overcomes the hurdle thanks to her wonderful fighting skills and fast reactions, showing her talent and determination. We also get hints of the players' private lives and the challenges they face outside of the competition as the show goes on. Han Daewi is burdened by debt, but Jin Mori's happy and carefree externally hides a terrible history. Mira, on the other hand, is under pressure to uphold the martial arts tradition of her family. As the episode comes to a close, Jin Mori, Han Daewi, and Mira have made it through to the next level of the competition, setting the stage for even more heated arguments and more investigation into the backstories of their characters. In episode 3 of The God of High School, the tournament starts with even more high fights and surprises. The episode kicks off with Jin Mori, Han Daewi, and Mira preparing for their upcoming matches. Jin Mori is going to face a battle against Han Daewi, a competitor with inherited chariot strength. The term chariot describes the capacity to appropriate magical beings or gods' abilities. Han Daewi is harmful due to his ability to harness and manipulate wind because of his acquired power. They perform amazing circus skills and strong fighting styles. The conflict is visually spectacular because of Jin Mori's Monkey King abilities and Han Daewi's wind control. Despite Jin Mori's remarkable agility, Han Daewi finally defeats Jin Mori because of the clever use of his acquired abilities. Mira, the swordswoman, is right now in a fight with Kim Misian, another competitor, who comes with a strong weapon. Mira fights in a heated weapon conflict, displaying her skill with a blade and her will to win. Mira is defeated as a consequence of Kim Mission's immense strength and the power she took from another source. These unexpected failures for Jin Mori and Mira give their characters a feeling of urgency and determination. They understand how critical it is to develop their abilities and identify limits. The ongoing inquiry into the strange organization Nox then comes into focus. It is revealed that Nox is gathering key participants in the competition in order to bring back an ancient god. Their objectives are still unknown, which gives the story an interesting new twist. In episode 4, the competition takes an unexpected turn as players are teamed up for a team fight in unexpected partnerships. In order to take on more difficult foes, Jin Mori, Han Daewi, and Mira find themselves joining together. Their first foe is a group led by Gang Mansuke, a wrestler whom Jin Mori had previously in the competition. The team of Gainmansak is a powerful opponent, but Jin Mori, Han Daewi, and Mira combine their skills and work well to get the job done. Each character's unique abilities and fighting style are displayed in the team combat. The speed and strength of Jin Mori, the cleverness and borrowed might of Han Daewi, and the combat skills of Mira all contribute significantly to their victory. We observe the key character's personal growth and development as the team battles advance. Han Daewi achieves a new level of inner strength, while Jin Mori learns to manage his emotions and use the strength of his borrowed Charyoke. Mira also displays increased fighting skills and determination. The individual's private lives are further examined away from the event. The character development of Han Daewi is enhanced by highlighting his financial difficulties and his desire to assist his ill buddy. Mira's dedication and feeling of duty are displayed by her desire to carry on her family's martial arts tradition. A shocking discovery is made toward the end of the episode when it is discovered that Jin Mori's grandpa, Jin Tae-jin, is still alive. This information changes the story suddenly and makes Jin Mori's family history and the future role of his grandfather unclear. The fifth episode of The God of High School contains stronger fighting and an in-depth examination of the personalities and motivations of each of the characters. The quarterfinal round of the competition is where our main characters continue to face fresh challenges. In this episode, Mira, Han Daewi, and Jin Mori all engage in separate, distinctive conflicts. A participant called Park Il-pyo, who possesses the ability of the Nine-Tails Guardian, will face off against Jin Mori. He has amazing strength and speed because of this ancient magic. As they fire deadly strikes on one another, their fight displays a clash of sheer strength and agility. Despite Jin Mori's greatest attempts, Park Il-pyo's powerful presence ultimately wins, and Jin Mori is defeated. Jagal Tawek, an opponent in Han Daewi's match, is revealed to be a part of the mysterious Nox organization. Jagal Take has the ability to control other people's energy, thanks to his borrowed power, known as Borrowed Power of Greed, which gives him an immense edge. Han Daewi's tenacity and ability to think strategically are put to the test as he fights against Jagal Take's persistent attacks. Han Daewi wins in a bloody struggle, demonstrating his development and determination. Kisu, a tough foe who holds an effective staff, is Mira's opponent. Mira's struggle with them serves as a testament to her determination and steadfast commitment to carry on her family's martial arts tradition. Mira faces an impressive foe, but her abilities and determination come through, and she wins a well-deserved victory. As the episode goes on, we see Nox gain power and their schemes to influence the tournament in order to further their own evil ends. The mystery surrounding Nox's real identity and goals lends the narrative an air of mystery and suspense. The match approaches the final phase in episode 6, and the stakes are raised. As the final competitors compete for a chance to advance to the finals, the battles get even more heated and difficult. In the semifinals, Jin Mori, Han Daewi, and Mira each square off against opponents who possess a different set of skills and combat strategies. The opponent in Jin Mori's battle is Han Daewi, who possesses the potent borrowed power known as the borrowed strength of Rita Taekwondo. Jin Mori finds himself on the back foot as a result of Han Daewi's quick and unrelenting strikes. But when he draws on his own inner strength and releases the force of his borrowed Charyoke, with this freshly discovered strength, Jin Mori is able to change the course of the dispute and victory. On the other side, Han Daewi faces off with a powerful Bongkim, who is incredibly durable and powerful. Han Daewi makes every attempt, but Bongkim's enormous force proves to be an enormous challenge. Han Daewi manages to discover a hole in Bongkim's defenses thanks to his fast reactions and clever thinking, earning him a hard win. It is revealed that Kim Dusik, a competitor with a borrowed power that gives him super speed, would be Mira's opponent. Mira's will and swordsmanship are put to the test as she battles her quick and agile foe. Mira overcomes the challenge and qualifies for the finals thanks to her eternal resolve and close bond with her sword. The series dives more deeply into the individual's personal histories and lifestyles outside of the tournament fights. Further examination of Han Daewi's motives and his desire to heal his sick friend gives his character more emotional depth. The relationship between Jin Mori and his grandpa, Jin Tae-jin, is highlighted as well as they get back in touch and talk about the significance of the match. The tournament finals are approaching, and the actual motives of Nox are still lying over the episode's conclusion. The dramatic conflicts continue in The God of High School Episode 7, which also provides additional information about the actual purpose of the competition. The finals have begun, and the remaining competitors are engaged in heated fights to decide who will win. The finals put Jin Mori, Han Daewi, and Mira against strong foes, each with their own special skills and goals. It is revealed that Park Moo-jin, a competitor and the competition's commissioner, would be Jin Mori's opponent. Park Moo-jin has a unique ability known as Charyoke, which enables him to call upon the might of gods. Park Moo-jin and Jin Mori engage in combat, which shows the full force of Park Moo-jin's might while Jin Mori tries to keep up. Throughout the episode, the true nature and purpose of the tournament are unveiled. It is revealed that the tournament serves as a means to awaken an ancient god, and that Nox is manipulating the event to further their own agenda. The participants are not just fighting for personal glory, but are unknowingly involved in a much larger conflict. However, Jin Mori's determination and undying faith in his own powers allows him to draw strength from the inside and resist Park Moo-jin's overpowering might. In a thrilling battle, Jin Mori manages to strike first and take the crowd and Park Moo-jin by surprise. The mysteries surrounding the competition as well as the players' real identities and intentions are explored in further detail as the contestants continue to attack one another, each battling for their own reasons. In the face of great opposition, Jin Mori, Daewi, and Mira continue to demonstrate their development, resiliency, and unflinching will. Jagal Taeyek, who is revealed to be a member of Nox and a serious threat, squares off against Jin Mori, enables him to control energy and deflect blows. As Jin Mori draws on his own strength and mixes it with his opponents, their fight is packed with powerful attacks and furious action. Jin Mori defeats Jagal Taeyek's defenses and deals a crucial blow, winning the battle by pure willpower. Daewi competes against Mira Yu, a fake Mira who is not the actual Mira. The fake person is discovered to be a Nox member who is dispatched to influence the competition. Daewi's conflict with the imposter is tense as he struggles to defend his friend and expose the truth. Daewi succeeds in thwarting the imposter and revealing Nox's deception thanks to his cunning, reasoning, and undying commitment. Mira, on the other hand, competes against Mori Jin, who turns out to be a fraud as well. This fraud is a Nox agent who wants to further sway the event. Mira's fight with the imposter is fierce and shows off her will to defend her friends and carry on her family's martial arts tradition. Mira prevails by using her superior swordsmanship and unyielding will to reveal the imposter's actual identity. The actual brains behind Nox are eventually revealed to be a competitor named Park Moo-jin, the tournament's commissioner, as the program goes on. His exact motivations and the amount of his involvement in Nox's schemes are still a mystery, which heightens the story's suspense. The characters are stretched to their breaking points as their disputes get progressively more heated. In their battle to save their fellow soldiers and learn the truth about the tournament, Jin Mori, Daewi, and Mira come up against powerful opponents. The competitor who will face Jin Mori is revealed to be Park Moo-jin, the tournament's chief organizer and the brains behind Nox's schemes. Park Moo-jin shows his actual might by creating the force of a god and fighting Jin Mori valiantly. The stadium is shaken by the collision of their great forces, which shows the scope of their talents. Despite Jin Mori's persistence and eternal will, Jin Mori loses, which puts him and his companions in a precarious predicament. Park, a participant and a significant player in Nox's schemes, is pitted against Daewi. The borrowed power of the Nine-Tails Guardian, Park's stolen power, gives him superhuman strength and agility. As Daewi struggles to defend his friends and discover the truth, they have intense conflicts. Daewi is able to strike a decisive blow and prevail because of his eternal commitment and strong willpower. A competitor by the name of Q, who is incredibly quick and agile, will face Mira. Mira fights against Q's constant strikes, putting her excellent fighting skills and firm willpower to the test. Mira finds her inner strength during a thrilling encounter and delivers a potent attack to complete her win. The full scope of Nox's power and influence is revealed as the program goes on. Their ultimate objective is to create destruction in the world by raising an old god. The tournament competitors are just puppets in a larger plan. The entire might of Nox can be used against them, putting Jin Mori, Daewi, and Mira in a dangerous situation. To defend their friends in the world, they must face the results of their actions and make sacrifices. Park Moo-jin has defeated Jin Mori, and now Jin Mori must make a difficult choice. He must choose whether to accept the opportunity to turn into an angel and gain amazing strength, or to decline it in order to keep his companions and the world safe. In an important moment, Jin Mori decides to stand by his principles and resist his desire to become an angel. Daewi, who was motivated by his desire to help his suffering friend, must pay for his acts. He has to face the truth about his friend's situation and make a challenging choice for the future. Daewi learned the value of accepting the truth and choosing a new course via moving talk. After defeating Q, Mira must deal with the effects of her actions and the impact they have had on her body. The major characters get together as the show goes on to face Nox and put a stop to their plans. They fight intense strikes and take on difficult foes, displaying their development and bravery. The final conflicts are about to begin, and the primary players must overcome their greatest challenges yet to save their most precious belongings.
As they struggle to defend their friends and prevent Nox's goals, Jin Mori, Daewi, and Mira run across strong opposition. The match pairs Jin Mori against Park Mujin, the tournament's chief organizer and the brains behind Nox's machinations. As Jin Mori summons his inner strength and pushes himself above his limitations, their fight is full of explosive assaults and impressive demonstrations of strength. Jin Mori successfully lands via constant will and pure willpower. Jagal Tak, a participant from Noxon and a serious danger. The borrowed power of greed. Jagal Tak's gained power. Han Daewi's conflict with Jagal Tak will put his courage, strength, and awareness of strategy to the test. Ilpyo Park, an opponent who is shown to be a significant player in Nox's motives, will face Mira in this round. Mira fights against Ilpyo Park's determined onslaught, putting her excellent fighting skills and steadfast will to the test. Mira is able to access her inner strength and launch effective harm to seal her victory. Actual motivations and strength of Nox are revealed as the show goes on. Their ultimate objective is to create havoc in the world by raising an old creator. The main characters are aware of the severity of the peril they are under and the costs involved in defending their most prized possessions. Park Mujin, who has completely embraced the power of a higher power, will compete against Jin Mori. Each engages in a combat of epic proportions, unleashing their full might in exchange for breaking down strikes. To overcome his limitations, Jin Mori draws on his own strength and mixes it with the might of his acquired Chao Yok. Jin Mori kills Park Mujin by hitting him forcefully and with firm intention, breaking his godlike form. Jagal Tak, who has likewise accepted the power of a being, is in front of Han Daewi. Han Daewi seeks to save his companions and put an end to Nox's ambitions, and their combat is packed with explosive attacks and heated exchanges. Han Daewi defeats Jagal Tak by using his clever planning. Mira is up against Ilpyo Park, who has also completely accepted the rule of a supreme being. Mira's outstanding swordsmanship and her unyielding determination are put to the test during their fight. Mira gathers her inner strength and opens explosive harm. Major participants unite as the show goes on to face the real Nox mastermind and put a stop to their schemes. They fight intense fights and take on formidable foes, demonstrating their development and bravery. They overcome the challenges and, knowing that they have improved the world and each other for the better, the characters reflect on their trip and the impact they have had as the world begins to heal. The major characters Jin Mori, Han Daewi, and Mira are revered as national heroes and praised for their dedication and courage. They are praised as the world's saviors after overcoming impossibly difficult challenges to save their companions and put an end to the mayhem. Jin Mori gradually starts to restore his memories and makes contact with his companions after having briefly forgotten them during the conflicts. He thinks back on the relationships they've built and the things they've discovered along the way. As he accepts his job as a guardian and seeks superiority, Jin Mori's determination and unyielding will are still apparent. Han Daewi is seen visiting his ailing friend in the hospital after fighting to rescue him. Han Daewi learns the value of embracing the truth and developing fortitude in the face of difficulty via their sincere chats. He makes a commitment to keep standing up for what he believes in and standing by people who are close to him. Mira, who had battled against strong adversaries to defend what was vital to her, she considers her journey and the development she has gone through personally. Mira's tenacity and steadfast resolve are on display as she actively trains, constantly looking to get better and defend the people she loves. The episode also focuses on the personal adventures and development of other characters, as it examines what happens to them after the wars.